Welcome to No Gear Get Up. My name is Coach Sherms. Throwing on my glasses, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, welcome in, my friends. Happy Tuesday. Let's go ahead and get some movement in to start our day. Now we're just gonna go to a little bit of what we call restorative yoga, which we're gonna put a video on today. But we're gonna do that without any use of equipment. Sometimes the sort of yoga can be done with equipment, blocks, straps, bolsters, whatever you have to help you relax into certain positions, but we're just going to find easier positions to relax in, starting with what we like to call a corpse pose. Now, you'll see that in the video later on today, but let's start there. And hopefully, you didn't just wake up because that way we don't want you to fall asleep. But great to just reset the body in this anatomical position again, corpse pose. So, hands by my side, just going to relax here, palms up. And then, what you want to do to stay active throughout this is start to I guess, trigger certain areas. So I'm gonna wiggle my toes a little bit, just my toes. Then I'm just gonna move my ankle, maybe up and down or a left to right. Maybe bend the knee a little bit, lift it off the ground. Hips open up wide, rotate in. Right pelvis, I can tuck, squeezing the glutes. Look for a bit of lumbar extension. Wiggle the fingers. Move at the wrists. Bend the elbow a little bit, straighten. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, take a big breath. Move the head left and right, sun is peeking through. Again, usually restorative yoga is when you're just holding a position. But we decided that we just want to add a little bit of movement here. Hammy's going to join us. Come here, Hammy. Now let's go arms overhead. And what we're trying to focus on now, as we go overhead in this corpse pose, is let's make it a little active and let's focus on the rib cage as we go overhead. There's a direct correlation to when your arms start to travel above the head and how that can tug on the rib cage and the musculature located underneath the armpit, right? The lat. And if this is tight, all of this is going to rear up. So let's see if we can keep that down by just locking it and pushing it against the ground. And then let's go ahead and just keep trying to reach overhead. Now go slower when you get to the top. If you feel any pain, remember that's your indicator to stop there and go back. Come back in. Now let's go to a foot position, hip width to a bridge. And then from that bridge, we're going to go ahead and take it to that same overhead position. Let's go bridge, squeeze. Okay, feet are stuck to the ground, butt pressed together, hips are high. Now let's go back to that overhead position. Easier to get to. So this is a great option for those that feel like they can't reach true overhead from a lying down position. They just go to a bridge and you can work through here, changing the range of motion. Now let's go ahead and bring it wide. Let's make some field goal posts here. And from here, let's go rotation. So again, because we have that bridge, we're activating the lower body, but then we're also going to get some upper body and range of motion help and assistance. And again, if you need to bring it down, this will change how far you rotate in external rotation. And this is what we call internal rotation of the shoulder. Now, when you're here, again, think about the same things. What does the rest of your body do as you move to those end ranges, as you push this fist as far as you can down, or as you bring it all the way back? Do you feel like your shoulders are coming off the ground? Shoulder blades, chest is starting to press off a little bit. And then once you do that, try and keep those things stiff and still. And then you work your way slowly to those end ranges. Now let's go ahead and get the lower body waking up a little bit more. Let's go ahead and get a piriformis stretch in just to get that big muscle that we really kind of irritate a little bit when we do a lot of sitting. And I know might do a lot of sitting. Hopefully we're not doing anything right now. So join me, start on the ground. Take your right leg, and I want you to bring it across the body, but not so much as you're bringing it up. So I'm doing both at the same time where I'm pulling across, but I'm trying to bring it towards my left shoulder. So again, left hand on the outside of my right thigh. I'm pulling in across the body and up, and I'm getting a lot of this muscle right here. Now, you might think glute, but what I really feel is a sensation from kind of the top going down the bottom in the middle of that glute area could be piriformis, right? And again, big muscle has a lot to do with sciatic pain, sciatica, and that typically happens when we sit a lot. Not saying it's the absolute reason, but again, the likely culprit. So let's get a little stretch here. You can move the ankle a little bit. Good. Let's go and bring that out. Shake it out a little bit. And then let's go to the side. Again, pull across and up at the same time. If you're getting a pinching sensation in your hip, don't pull as high, don't pull as far. Good. Hold and breathe for a little bit. Move that ankle if you need to. Go ahead and release the leg. And then let's go ahead and pull both legs in. And we're just going to focus on the foot action at that point. So we're going to turn into a little ball. Once you're here, you can again bring it in a little bit tighter. And then let's just go small circles with the ankles. Move those around. Again, you can go side to side in this little egg position. I'm really trying to open up my hips here when I do this too. Hips feeling a little tight. Some squatting yesterday. Now we release out of that. Drop your feet down. You can roll up to the side, nice and slow, and call it a day. Nice job, y'all. Now go get up. No gear get up, excuse me, right there for Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow for boot camp, and then be on the lookout for some changes to our schedule coming up here soon. See you guys. Have a good one. No.